Diagnostic test manufacturing facility, the first of its kind in Kenya, is such a game changer. What Revital did is by bringing cutting-edge technology and local expertise together under one roof, Revital is not just producing essential diagnostic tests, they're rewriting the script on what's possible when it comes to expanding access to quality healthcare in Africa. As I said, I have seen firsthand the incredible talent and ingenuity of the Kenyan people. And I know that with the right support and resources, there is no limits to what Kenyans and companies like Revital can achieve in Kenya. While already the largest manufacturer of medical equipment in Africa, let me say that again, Revital is already the largest manufacturer of medical equipment in Africa. And export already to 30 countries around the world. This new facility will allow Revital to supply 240 million test kits each year once fully operational. And that's enough to comfortably secure the testing needs of Kenya, East Africa, and most of sub-Saharan Africa. It's really a remarkable achievement and a remarkable mission. And as I said, it's not only a leap forward in Kenya and this region's healthcare security, it's also a giant step forward in realizing the United States' broader commitment to empowering local manufacturing across Africa. So today's inauguration is about building the economy. Through its partnership with the US government, Revital is building a diverse workforce in Kenya, as the chairman said, with over 80% of its 650 employees being women. You go, girl. Of our partnership is supporting Revital to add another 200 well-paid, stable jobs that will not only ensure food is always on their family's table, but the children's school fees are paid, paving the way for future generations to take advantage of their full potential. So as you can see, this is so much more than just the manufacturing facility. It's about fostering innovation, creating jobs, and building a sustainable, healthy future for Kenya and the entire continent. It's about proving to the world that when it comes to tackling the grand challenges in global health, Africa is not just at the table, it is leading the charge. So I am incredibly proud to witness the progress that's being made here today. By sharing our knowledge, resources, and expertise, we can inspire and empower other countries to follow in Kenya's footsteps. Together, we can build a global network of innovators and leaders in healthcare manufacturing, strengthening our collective resilience against future health threats. So together, we can not only meet the challenges of today, but also lay the foundation for a healthier, more secure future. And it doesn't get any better than that. Congratulations, Revital. Congratulations to all of you. I'm delighted to be here. Thank you very much.
Excellency Ambassador Meg Wetman, and the entire delegation of the US to Kenya, CS Susan Nakumicha from the Ministry of Health, PS Juma Mukwana, distinguished guests, all protocols observed, good afternoon. Today we stand at a turning point for healthcare in Kilifi County and indeed for all of Africa. We celebrate the establishment of Africa's largest diagnostic manufacturing facility right here in our great county. This is a testament to the power of collaboration, innovation, and a shared vision for a healthier future. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the US Embassy and USAID. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in making this facility a reality. Through your partnership, you have not only provided crucial funding, but also invaluable expertise and commitment to building a sustainable healthcare ecosystem in Kenya. This is a model partnership for development, one that prioritizes local ownership and capacity building. As we celebrate this achievement, we recognize the significant role the US government has played in Kilifi County's growth trajectory, especially on healthcare matters. This state-of-the-art diagnostic manufacturing facility will be will be the biggest enough. It will healthcare access across Africa. By producing 240 million rapid diagnostic test kits annually, we will significantly increase affordability and accessibility of critical tests for HIV, malaria, hepatitis B, C, syphilis, and range of other diseases. Early detection is vital in the fight against these diseases, and this facility will empower communities to take charge of their health. The impact goes beyond just manufacturing. This facility represents a shift towards localization, fostering the development of local scientific expertise and technological know-how. Employment opportunities for the people of Kilifi County. This facility will be a major job creator, providing skilled positions in manufacturing, logistics, and research. This translates to improved livelihoods for our communities and a boost to the local economy. This event brings together key stakeholders, implementing partners, investors, government officials, and the private sector. This collaborative spirit is essential for ensuring the long-term success of this facility. By working together, we can leverage each other's strengths and create a sustainable model for improving healthcare across the continent. The establishment of this facility is a beacon of hope for a healthier future, not just for individuals, but for our entire community. It signifies the power of partnership, a collective commitment to improving lives and creating a brighter future for Kilifi County. With continued collaboration and innovation, we can ensure that this is not just the beginning of a new era in healthcare, economic opportunity, and prosperity for Kilifi County, Kenya, and Africa as a whole. Finally, I would like to assure our investors and partners of our unwavering support towards this cause in creating a conducive environment for the security and success of this project. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That I stand before you today to inaugurate this state-of-the-art rapid test facility. This achievement is a testament to the unwavering dedication and collaboration spirit of our visionary leaders, committed teams, and esteemed partners. Together, we have tirelessly worked to bring this project to life, a true embodiment of our shared commitment to advancing healthcare in Kenya and in Africa. This facility stands as a beacon of progress in the relentless pursuit of excellence in healthcare. It represents not just bricks and mortar, but it's also a symbol of dedication to providing accessible and efficient diagnostic services to the Kenyan society. Indeed, as a person, I am extremely impressed with what I have seen here. I had not been here before, but I know the team had been to my office, mostly looking at the issue of land at Dongo Kundu, and I am happy that now you have the land that will enable you to expand this important and critical infrastructure for Africa. So congratulations. The importance of rapid testing in healthcare cannot be overstated. It's a cornerstone in combating diseases and safeguarding public health. With these facilities' capabilities, we are empowered to swiftly identify and respond to health threats, thereby saving lives and reducing the burden on our healthcare system. Yet the true essence of this facility transcends its technical capabilities. It's a beacon of hope where science restores faith, knowledge dispels fear, and decisive action triumphs over uncertainty, making tangible difference in the lives of Kenyans and the lives of Africans. As a government of Kenya, from the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, we have done quite a lot of work to try and support local industries. His Excellency the President has been very clear. The share of manufacturing to GDP currently is about 7.6%. We have a very clear target to increase this to 15% by 2027 and 20% by 2030. So the targets are very, very clear. and from where I sit as PS for industry, there has never been an exciting time like now. Remember the first industrial revolution in the world that took place in 1740 in the UK and spread to the rest of Europe. The industrial revolution spread to the Americas. It has visited Asia, India, China, Singapore, Malaysia. Today, the rest of the world is talking about the fourth industrial revolution. But this is at a time when Africa has yet to experience its first industrial revolution. So you can see the challenge and the gap that exists for Africa. And I really want to thank the effort of Her Excellency Meg Whitman, who has been very, very clear in terms of what we can do, that Africa is not industrialized because it lacks the resources, the energy, the skills. I think sometimes what we have lacked is the focus, and I am here to tell you that we are very focused in trying to get Kenya to get industrialized, and we appreciate the support that we are getting all the partners, including the US Embassy. This facility is not just a testament to our commitment to health, but also a strategic step towards realizing the government health agenda. It ensures that our healthcare system is not just accessible and affordable, but also innovative and responsive to the evolving needs of our society. As a government of Kenya, there are a number of issues that we have put together to try and promote local manufacturing, and I will mention just a few. One of them is the element of Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. When we came in office, one of the big challenges that we had, and KEMSA is here, was that local pharmaceutical companies were complaining that KEMSA was not buying drugs and equipment from them. We had a very, very quick meeting between the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry, together with the Ministry of Health, and I am happy to note that today, as we speak, the government of Kenya has allocated 40% of its purchases to locally manufactured products. The other issue that we are also looking at is the issue of industrial park, that we already are completing phase 1 of the industrial park, what we call the CAIP, the County Aggregation and Industrial Park. In phase 1, we're able to, already construction is underway in 18 counties. In phase 2, again, where Kilifi will be involved, we are coming again with construction of 18 county aggregation and industrial park. This financial year, this government is spending 10 billion on establishment of county aggregation and industrial park. And these are spaces because we know that our manufacturing has been too much domiciled in Nairobi. Nearly 85% of our manufacturing is in 4 counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Kiambu, Machakos, and we are really happy that we can really spread out the industrialization, and through the county aggregation and industrial parks, we should be able to move out of Nairobi. The other issue that we're also doing, apart from creating market for your products, is that the government is working extremely hard to open up regional markets. So you know now that we have already 8 countries under the EAC, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, South Sudan, DRC, and more lately, Somalia. Part of what we are doing is that we appreciate that the Kenyan purchasing power may not be enough for the products that we are producing. So under the EAC Common Market Agreement, you know that your locally made manufactured products are treated as local products within the EAC with a population of 400 million. Kenya has also worked very hard on expanding the market within Africa under the framework of the African Continental Free Trade Area. You remember when His Excellency the President came to office, only about 37 countries had signed up to the AFTA framework, and he took it as a personal initiative. Today, as we speak, nearly 54 countries of Africa have signed up to the FTA. And we are doing all this in an effort to make sure that we have a bigger market for our products. We just completed the Kenya-EU Economic Partnership Agreement that opens up
Hizi mingi zinatoka nje na nimeshaeleza kwamba bidhaa zikitoka nje, kwanza bei iko juu, pili inachukua muda mrefu sana kuleta hivi bidhaa, na wakati kuna janga kama vile kulikuwa na COVID, zile nchi ambazo zimanufacture mara nyingi zinaweka kutumia zenyewe, so inakuwa shida serikali kupata na Wakenya kupata. Kwa hivyo kiwanda hiki kuna muhimu kwa sababu tutapunguza huo muda, tutapunguza bei na pia tutahakikisha ya kwamba tumejikuza kama nchi. Asante. Thank you very much. We are happy to join Revital Healthcare today to launch their facility for manufacturing of kits, rapid diagnostic kits, and those kits can test HIV, can test malaria, can test syphilis, and hepatitis B. So we are happy to join them today. But besides the kits, Revital also manufactures syringes that are used to give medicine, that are used for injecting medicine. So we are happy to join them with this. And this is in line with the Kenya Kwanza agenda of supporting local manufacturing. And for us as a Ministry of Health, this is one of the pillars of universal health coverage. Under universal health coverage, we must ensure that health products and technologies are available. So we are here to support Revital because they assist the ministry to achieve commodity security for all the products that we need to use within the country. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, maybe you can, I'll cue you. You can just tell us, how is the opening of this manufacturing plant expected to improve healthcare and the economic infrastructure in Kenya and Africa at large?
Thank you. I think I had already talked about that in Kiswahili. Now let me say it in English. One of the advantages or why we are supporting local manufacturing is, one, we reduce the lead times. When we have to order for products outside the country, it takes quite a long time to get the products here. So if somebody needed a product and it is not available, it has to be imported, we can even lose a patient. But now that the product is being manufactured here, then we reduce on lead time. Two, we reduce on our costs of health products and commodities, because when you are importing from outside, there are many levies that may be put on those products, and also depending on what country they are being manufactured in, they may come at very high costs. But now that it is being done locally, our expectation, and we know very well that we are going to reduce the cost of health products and technologies. Third is that we are happy because with such a facility here, it creates employment for locals, for Kenyans. We have many jobless Kenyans. So with this facility, and I'm very impressed when you are in there, at the moment, it has 650 employees, and they can never be better that 80% of these are women. So this facility is creating employment to the locals and to Kenyans at large. Three, that the products that are being manufactured here, actually, are not just being used locally. They are being exported. And that means what? Foreign exchange for our country. So there are many benefits that will come out of this facility, and as a ministry we are here to support it, and the PS for industrialization is here. He'll speak more as to how then that translates into money for the country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Asante.
Tafadhali Madam wa National Council. Yes.
So when okay, thank you. We have limited time.
Department yako ama una serikali na run mpango wa
Asante sana. Kwa majina naitwa Dr. Ruth Laibon Masha, na mimi ni mkurugenzi mkuu wa shirika linaloitwa National Systemic Disease Control Council, na hilo shirika liko kwa Ministry of Health. Kama vile waziri ameelezea ya kwamba hili pali tuko hapa leo kwa hii facility, tumekuja kuangalia vile wamejiandaa kwa wanatoa bidhaa nafuu ya kupingana na janga zingine zile tunapitia kama nchi, na lile janga la kwanza umesema ni janga la HIV. Kupata test kits za HIV locally ni kitu muhimu sana kwa nchi, kwa sababu vile tumeendelea, wadhamini wengi wamekuwa wakipunguza zile pesa wamekuwa kutupea za kupigana na ugonjwa, na kwa hivyo sasa hivi zile pesa tulikuwa nazo za kupima kama HIV zilikuwa zinapungua, lakini tukiwa na facility kama hii kwa nchi yetu, inamaanisha ya kwamba tutapata hizo bidhaa chipa, na kila Mkenya pale popote yako akitaka kujua hali yake ya HIV ataweza kupata hiyo kipimo. Waziri hapa ameweka reform na kwa hii serikali ya rais wetu Samuel Ruto, ya kuonyesha kwamba kila mtu kwa hii nchi akitaka kupimwa ile tunaita primary health care, ugonjwa yote atapata hiyo vifaa, na mmesikia kwamba hizo vifaa ziko hapa, na wakati hiyo primary health care ina roll kwa communities, tutakuwa tunapata hizo bidhaa kwa bei nafuu na pia kwa rahisi sana, kwa sababu sana tunangojea muda karibu miezi 9 wakati tunaitisha hizo bidhaa kutoka ng'ambo. Asante.
One way. Yes. Kwanza ni sisi KEMRI tunafanya research na innovation kuhusiana na hii diagnostic kits na mambo ya vaccines na dawa. Tukifanya hiyo innovations, tunatafuta ile company ile inaweza kuproduce en masse. Najua sisi hatuwezi kufanya hizo en masse. Tunafanya hiyo innovation lakini tunatafuta company ya produce en masse. Sasa hii company Revital imekuwa mzuri kwetu sasa, kwa sababu tumesign agreement au MOU na hawa ya kuwa ile vitu tunatengeneza tupata kutoka research kwa KEMRI kama hiyo diagnostic kits, hawa ndio watakutengenezea en masse. So hiyo ni ya kwanza, na wakitengeneza en masse hizo sasa KEMSA iko hapo na KEMSA ndio itachukua. So hiyo ndio ya kwanza. Ya pili, vitu zinatengenezwa hapa tena wako na R&D hapa, na sisi vile tunafanya ni tuna support hawa kufanya hii inaitwa evaluation. So evaluation ni kuangalia ya kuwa ukiona sasa malaria, ukiona hepatitis, kuna types au genotypes au characteristics yao katika nchi ya Kenya, na tuna test kuangalia ya kuwa iko na sensitive ama specific kwa hizo microorganisms tuko naye kwa nchi hii. So hiyo tumeshikana mara hii kidete kwa sababu ya hiyo kututengenezea zetu, na tena sisi kufanyia nini evaluation yao. Sawa. Okay.
Great, thank you. And I would just like to take this up into the mic. Okay. And I hope English is okay. My Kiswahili is not great. So I would just like to thank both the chairman of Revital and our Kenyan government colleagues. As USAID and the US Embassy, we're extremely proud of this partnership that demonstrates how our two countries can work together to not only address some of the most critical public health needs across the continent, but also create jobs and empower communities across Kenya. So none of this would have been possible without the chairman and without the ingenuity of the Revital team, which really is a leading entity and leading private sector business on the continent in Africa. And I hope that many others will seek inspiration from them and continue this excellent work. So thank you to the Revital team. Thank you to the Ministry of Health from USAID and the US Embassy. Excellent question, and I think we can look for more partnerships like this where USAID and the US Embassy is investing in private sector entities that will address needs of both Kenyans and people across the continent. So I think this is emblematic of how we are working together now and into the future.
Mr. Chairman,
yote mbili. Nimezaliwa hapo. Sasa kusema asante kwa USA team, Meg Whitman, the trust they had with us to start a private sector project. Na imesaidia sisi sana, not creating peke yake employment, to export to other parts of the world. In my speech, ulisikia Gates Foundation and resources. I worked in Tanzania, I worked in Uganda. Kenyans are highly educated people. They need jobs. And my objective, kuangalia watu wetu wapewe kazi. There are so many educated in biochemistry, biology, and so many other things. Na nimeona, when I make an application, there are 400 applications, I get it for 10 jobs or 15 jobs or 20 jobs. So you can see the impact that they need more jobs. So we want more pharmaceutical industry to flow in Kenya. The earliest that we make and the decisions that take fast will create an impact for Kenya to be a leader in pharmaceuticals. Let me be frank, na hiyo ndio itasaidia, na rais yetu Dr. William Samoei Ruto has supported very directly to support local industries, all pharmaceutical industries to buy the product locally. All the ministries have been told, and that is a good sign as a president to support local industries to create more jobs. Hiyo ndio imesaidia sisi, na nimeona taa kwa pipe, a light in a tunnel we say. So that is the objective. It's not only for Kenya. We are now exporting to many countries in Africa, Niger, Angola, everywhere. Now one of the products that we today have is FDA 510K. There is another grant which has come from there to get WHO, a $1 billion grant, to now get WHO PQS done for malaria, HIV and others. One thing I thank Songok, the Camry guy, we have signed an MOU with them, name is Saidia Sisi. They did our first batch of HIV and we got 100% efficiency and sensitivity. So that is a good sign that our local people have made the right product. Melewa, hiyo ndio tumesaidia. And they are the WHO, one of the lines of WHO to approve. So this, as our first phase of line has been cleared. So this is what we are looking to create more jobs, to see how it is. I started with 80 people, today I have 650, 200 more are coming in. And I would like to see and support women in this nation. At the end of the day, they go home to feed their children and the family. That is very important for me. And I also kept impaired people, deaf and dumb here, and they're also working. And you people saw it, they are working inside there. And that's our objective. My grandma was deaf and dumb, and I know how intelligent they are. It's not that they are not, they are intelligent, but they need to get jobs also. So this is what my objective is as a Kenyan. Nimezaliwa hapo Mombasa, nitakuwa hapo hapo Mombasa. Hatutaki kuenda mbali. And we want to see how we can improve more health securities for Africa. At COVID time, I'll tell you something. And it's very serious about it. The masks that we were manufacturing, we were buying at $2 a kilo the inside filters. At COVID time, Chinese used to charge us $120 a kilo. So you can see the impact, what were they trying to do. Let us focus on our own country to see how we move. That is our objective. And we are getting a good support from the US government. They've also invited us to Atlanta CDC as Revital, and we are seeing new things coming in. And we want to see how we can improve our health life and the universal health of the president, which he has a dream against that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Asante sana.
Maybe just one more question.
Naitwa niongee kwa Swahili ama English?
English.
Okay, English. My name is Ronik Bora. I'm the director of Revital Healthcare. Kwa ufupi, I want to say that the investment which has been done by USAID and Revital Healthcare is a co-funded grant investment where $2.2 million invested by Revital Healthcare and $2.2 million invested by USAID. Together we've built this amazing factory that you see behind us, which is going to be accommodating more than 200 jobs. 80% are going to be women, and our aim is to bring testing lower. Because a local Wananchi who is earning 300 or 400 shillings a day is not going to be able to go to the nearest village to go test themselves because he cares about the job first and to feed the family first. So what are they going to do? They want to buy my test kits, which are affordable test kits, be able to test immediately and get ile dawa ambayo kupona huyu mwanaume mwanamsichana. So our aim is affordability, accessibility, and that is the reason why Revital has rewritten the history books of Africa by being the first manufacturer in Africa to send syringes to India. We have never heard of an African-based manufacturer sending syringes to India. We reversed roles during the times of COVID when we sent syringes to India. At that time, we were restricted with the COVID-19 vaccinations happening within the African continent. We were the last continent to receive vaccines, when we had countries around the world which were taking booster shots. And this showed a lot of inequality. But the team that you see over here today present the entire team sat down together and said, what is it that we can do which is going to be innovative? And we started off with rapid diagnostic test kits. Through the rapid diagnostic test kits vision, this entire factory that you see behind us was commissioned, and of course appreciating by the USAID agency teams to be a part of this amazing achievement.
Thank you.
All right, I want you to talk about integration into the Kenyan market, how you intend to supply to other countries, and then on employment, your dad touched on many graduates. Tell us about the skill set we should expect to see in the employees here.
So in the last local manufacturing expo, where His Excellency President Ruto mentioned to all the stakeholders present, so I'm not only talking about KEMSA, but all the stakeholders which buy products from the Kenyan government, NGOs, government hospitals, etc., they were all insisted to buy Kenya to build Kenya, because that is the true definition of local manufacturing. And to support local manufacturers, we have to buy Kenya to build Kenya. By setting up an industry like this and making sure that affordability is a key aspect, we want to ensure that my test kits are not only delivered in all 47 counties in Kenya, but is able to approach all the 54 countries in Africa and even go beyond Africa. So that is one of our biggest aspects that we're going to be focusing on over here in Revital Healthcare. What Mzee mentioned regarding the job graduates, every single day when you walk down this road at 7 o'clock in the morning, you'll see more than 200 people outside my factory looking for a daily job. That shows the amount of jobs that is required within our country. And the most technical job is Revital Healthcare's factory, because we're the most technical industry not only in Kenya but the entire region of East Africa. And if we can hire the less fortunate, the hearing impaired and mute women, so can any industry along this coast of Kilifi line, and any company within the country of Kenya can even hire. And that is what we want to prove. By ensuring we don't want to go for full automation. We can if you want to go for full automation. You go to factories in Europe where an entire factory as big as this is run by only 60 people. This factory is run by 750 people in total, because Mzee believes in supporting jobs, creating job employment, and that is what we want to do. This is our first project that we are doing right now, but there's many more projects that are coming in the pipeline. With the support of the Kenyan government, we want to create a resilience in Africa for healthcare securities. UNICEF, for example, is importing 70% of their products annually into Africa. 30% coming into East Africa, 40% going into West Africa. Why can't we do it in Africa for Africa? And that is what we want to do in Revital Healthcare.
How do you intend to work with public health hospitals, public hospitals? How do you intend to work with public hospitals to make healthcare affordable and better? Touch on public hospitals.
So I'll give you one example. When Revital Healthcare started off, I'll give you an example. When Revital Healthcare started in the year 2008, the government of Kenya was buying a box of syringes for $12. When Revital started locally manufacturing these products and got them WHO PQS approved, we brought the cost down to $4. From $12 to $4. This shows the cost savings that the government of Kenya has received from just one product which Revital manufactures, which is syringes, auto-disabled syringes. Now with the portfolio of 58 medical devices that we have, and now adding these diagnostic test kits as well into my portfolio of products, we're going to make sure that testing and treatment, it becomes much more affordable within the country of Kenya.
Thank you.
Asante.